Welcome back to Darktale Shorts 101, where forgotten legends, strange encounters, and unexplained mysteries come to life. Tonight's story takes us to the dark waters surrounding Governor's Island on Lake Mendota in Madison, Wisconsin. For more than a century, people have whispered about a mysterious creature lurking beneath the lake's surface, a creature that some called the Lake Monster. Most dismiss the stories as folklore, just another local legend, a tale told around campfires and passed down through generations. But what happens when someone believes they encountered the creature for themselves? Tonight, you'll hear the account of a man who claims that during a summer fishing trip in 2018, something beneath the water grabbed hold of his boat and dragged it into the darkness. Was it an unknown animal? A trick of the night? Or something that has remained hidden beneath Governor's Island for generations? Turn down the lights, get comfortable, and join me as we venture into another dark tale. This is the Lake Monster of Governor's Island. I cannot prove what happened to me. I cannot show you photographs. I cannot show you video. And I cannot tell you exactly what was beneath my boat that night. All I can do is tell you what I experienced. Whether you believe me is entirely up to you. Before I tell my story, you should know that the waters around Governor's Island on Lake Mendota in Madison, Wisconsin, have carried strange legends for more than a century. In the late 1800s, local newspapers reported sightings of what witnesses called a sea serpent. Boaters claimed they had approached what appeared to be a floating log, but when they got close, the log would suddenly come alive and dive beneath the surface. Some described the water boiling behind it. Others claimed they saw a long, dark body disappearing into the depths. Most people laughed at those stories. I know I did. At least until the summer of 2018. My cousin and I had gone fishing near Governor's Island. It was a warm summer night, one of those peaceful Wisconsin evenings where the lake looks perfectly calm. The city lights reflected across the water. The sky was clear. The air was still. Everything felt normal. We launched our boat before sunset and spent hours fishing, talking, laughing, enjoying the quiet. Nothing seemed unusual. Nothing felt wrong. Then midnight arrived, and the atmosphere changed. The lake became strangely quiet. No wind, no waves, no distant boat engines. Nothing. Just darkness and silence. Around 1 a.m, we decided to fish for a little longer before heading home. That was when I felt it. A pull, very slight, barely noticeable. The boat moved, just a little. At first, I thought the anchor line had shifted. Maybe it caught on something. Then it happened again, this time harder. I looked at my cousin. He looked at me. Neither of us had touched the motor. Yet our boat was moving, slowly, steadily, being pulled across the water. Not drifting, not floating, pulled. A knot formed in my stomach. Something wasn't right. My cousin grabbed a flashlight. His hand was already shaking. He pointed the beam over the side. At first, there was nothing, only black water. Then we saw it. A shadow moving beneath us. Long, dark, massive. Far larger than any fish I had ever seen. The shape glided underneath the boat, silent, almost effortless. Then the water began to swirl. Slowly at first, then faster. The boat jerked violently. One of the fishing rods slammed against the side. My cousin shouted. I grabbed the seat to keep from falling. The pull became stronger, much stronger. It felt as though something enormous was dragging us, not nudging, not bumping, dragging. For several terrifying seconds, our boat was no longer under our control. Then came a sound. A deep splash. Not beside us, not behind us, directly beneath us. The entire boat lifted, only slightly, but enough for both of us to feel it. The boat rocked from side to side. Water splashed over the edge. At that moment, I genuinely thought we were going into the lake. Then everything stopped instantly. The pull vanished. The swirling water disappeared. The lake became calm again, as if nothing had happened. Neither of us spoke. We simply sat there, listening, watching, waiting. But whatever had been beneath us was gone. After several minutes, I started the motor. The fishing trip was over. Neither of us needed to say it. We wanted off that lake immediately. As we headed towards shore, I glanced back one final time. And that is when I saw it. Near the dark outline of Governor's Island, something emerged from the water. A long shape, curved, dark against the moonlight. Too large to be a fish, too smooth to be driftwood. It remained motionless, watching. Or at least, that is how it felt. Then it slowly slipped beneath the surface, without a splash, without a sound. Gone. I have spent years trying to explain what happened. Maybe it was a giant sturgeon. Maybe it was some strange natural phenomenon. Maybe fear distorted what we saw. I honestly don't know. But I know this. Something pulled our boat. Something large was beneath us, and whatever it was, it came from the deep waters surrounding Governor's Island. The old newspapers called it a lake monster. For most of my life, I thought that was nonsense. Now? I'm not so sure. Because on a quiet summer night in 2018, my cousin and I encountered something on Lake Mendota that I still cannot explain. And sometimes, when I drive past Governor's Island at night, I still find myself staring at the dark water, wondering if it's still down there. Perhaps there is a simple explanation for what happened that night. Perhaps the creature was nothing more than a giant fish, or something hidden beneath the water. Or perhaps some legends survive for a reason. Whatever the truth may be, the deep waters surrounding Governor's Island continue to keep their secrets. And somewhere out there, beneath the dark surface of Lake Mendota, something may still be watching. If you enjoyed tonight's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our growing community here on Dark Tale Shorts 101. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? If so, share your story in the comments below. Your encounter may become a future dark tale. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and remember, sometimes the most terrifying mysteries are the ones hiding closest to home. Good night, and thank you for joining me on Dark Tale Shorts 101.